Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Thank you for joining me for another video. Now I'm going to be giving you my eco Christmas gift guide finally. So thank you for being patient. I just spent a lot of time just making sure it was actually things that I would use myself and ethical brands that I genuinely care about and want to promote, and yeah, basically that's it. It's gonna be a long video, so I'm going to put every item in the description below as well as a corresponding blog post. So if you're not really a video kind of person, everything is going to be down there, and also every description will be in that blog post as well. So grab a cup of tea and let's get straight into this video. I'm also going to be putting the chapters down below as well, just in case you want to see that, so you can skip to whichever ones you think are most appropriate for you guys. The second item is actually from Treedom, and it's not a physical item. It's actually buying and planting a tree. If you didn't know, actually this year I've been talking a lot about regreening and how regreening can help mitigate a lot of factors to do with climate change. So planting a tree for someone, especially if they're very eco-minded and you're just like, I have no idea what to get them, buying them a tree that you can actually follow online and you can see how it's geo-located and all of that kind of stuff is a really great and thoughtful present, because you're helping them to value the earth and helping actually show that you care about what they truly care about as well. So every tree is actually photographed so you can follow it online, and there are so many different types that you can kind of sponsor, from like coffee trees to avocado trees to cacao trees, which is really cool. And what's really great is it directly affects small farmers, and it really helps with biodiversity, with CO2 absorption, and obviously combating soil erosion, and contributes to reforestation. So again, it is a perfect present for anyone who's super eco-minded or really wants to help do a little bit to help with climate change. The next one is from Grunbag. I really love my bag that I have, and I also love my laptop case. But if you are looking for something smaller, they also have these clear bags that I use for my toiletry bag, and also one that I use for all of my wires and things like that. It's just a really great little accessory, and it's a zero waste company. They use upcycled materials. So again, it's a really great sustainable gift, and they have lots of different things that you can check out. So I'm highlighting the brand more than a specific item, but I really love the laptop case. I use mine all the time, as well as my bag as well, of course, but I also use a toiletry bag and the little one. So I definitely want to highlight Grunbag because they are a wonderful company. The next one is a women-owned ethical jewelry company in Portugal called Inspiration Her. I love their necklaces, so I want to highlight two that I actually have, and they're all handmade. It's women-owned, as I said, and it's just one person, so you really are supporting a really small company doing their best to create a lovely company that's ethical and sustainable and is made with like really beautiful, delicate jewelry in mind. I particularly love these two necklaces, and I think that they would be wonderful. I usually wear silver jewelry, so it's actually nice to have a bit of gold in there, and especially if you have warmer tones, it would really suit whoever you're buying them for. On the same vein, I really love Ara the Altar. She again is she's European based, but she's UK based, women owned, ethical, sustainable company, and she tries to be as low waste as possible in her practices. Of course, there's going to be a little bit of waste in production, but she makes really beautiful silver jewelry, and I have one of her rings, and I also have some earrings from her as well that I just absolutely love. Whoever you're buying for is looking for some kind of small silver earrings or anything that's quite classically beautiful, then definitely check out Are the Altar. The next one is again for those people who want to be a little bit more sustainable in their active lives, if they're into activity and things like that. I would suggest Are Tala for a really good activewear brand that is genuinely trying to be as sustainable and ethical as possible, and they are radically transparent, and they are also pretty damn affordable. I use their leggings and I really like them. They're good for squatting, they're good for high intensity, they're great for CrossFit, they're great for running. I am a big proponent of them, and again, as I said, they're a lot more affordable than other sustainable or supposedly ethical companies. So I would definitely check out their leggings if that is something that someone you like or love has asked for this Christmas. The next one is slightly different. It's a book subscription. Now, my friend Poppy bought this for her sister for her birthday, and I thought it was such a wonderful idea that I wanted to add it in here. And it's kind of like a feminist book subscription where they truly try to highlight amazing authors that deserve to be spoken about, of course, particularly women and non-binary authors, trying to promote those, that really deserve people to read their books because they've clearly written incredible things. And they send you one book every month, I think. And it can be quite expensive if you do the whole year, so you can just do 3 months months or you can do 6 months, but it's a really wonderful way of giving someone something that's really valuable whilst also supporting really incredible artists and writers as well. The next one is socks, a very classic Christmas present. If you're going to be buying something for like, you know, your dad, or you're going to be for like a stocking present, or you're going to be buying something for like your partner's dad or something and you're not quite sure, Thought Socks and Jolly Socks are really two great brands that you could purchase from. Fran, the ethical unicorn, who's also done some amazing blog post guides, which I will link down below, which you should check out. She told me about Jolly Socks. They're based in London and they are just really, really, really wonderful, and they're sustainable, ethical, etc. So if you're looking for socks, those two companies are the ones that I would suggest. The next one is, again, books. My sister bought me a book last year for Christmas that was actually a second-hand book, but it was perfect because we'd been talking about it for a long time and it was a topic that I was really interested in and really wanted to know a lot more about. And she bought me that book and I absolutely loved it, and then I passed it on and I was able to use it to really fuel my kind of knowledge about certain things. So buying books for people is a really, really, really great way to help them to consume more things that give them a lot of value, whilst also supporting authors if you buy them first hand or buying them second hand and giving them a new life. The next one is I call it Pela, but a lot of Americans call it Pela. I don't know which is right, but a Pela phone case. So if you know someone that needs a phone case, this one is actually one of the only sustainable ones that I've ever actually heard of. And I think they're made from ocean plastics, but either way, they are a much more sustainable option for a phone case if you have anyone that got a new phone or has just never used a case, or their case is broken or whatever. Replacing it with a more sustainable one like this one is a really, really good option. The next one, and this is one of my personal favorites to be honest, it's a membership to a cinema. I love going to the cinema with friends, with my boyfriend, with my parents, on my own. The cinema is one of the best experiences for me because I just love film, and it's a really great option to give someone an experience that they will remember. This can be a bit pricey, so obviously it depends on which cinema you get it from or if you want to do it for a whole year or whatever. But my friend Kate had it maybe 2 years ago and she treated us to go to the cinema because you get several free tickets with it as well. And it was just such a lovely experience. It was obviously so good because I still remember it. The next one is menstrual pads or a menstrual cup, because these again can be quite pricey to buy, and buying necessities sometimes isn't the most fun thing to do for yourself. So asking for something like this or buying someone something like this for Christmas can be a really, really lovely option. They're so good, especially when you've just started your period. If you're a little uncomfortable with using tampons or cups or anything like that, they're really good at nighttime. And also, you know, when you are an experienced period person and you have your period, they are so wonderful and they really make me feel so much more comfortable when I am bleeding. So definitely think about buying some menstrual pads. I use Waka and Modibody. I have a link for Waka in the description, so check them out if you want to, but I also like Modibody as well, which you could check out, or if you're in the US, perhaps Thinks? I'm not sure. The next one is Makeup by Zao. I use their eyeliner and their mascara, and I really, really like this company. I've only just started using them because I was using up my old mascaras and eyeliners that weren't particularly sustainable, and now I've replaced them with these ones. And they're great because they're refillable and they have a kind of like wooden outer, so it's a lot more sustainable than the kind of traditional plastic ones. And again, they're refillable, so it's only the inside that you'd have to replace, which is awesome. Again, I have a link down below if you want 10% off there, but I do love them. I actually really do. And I mean, look at this eyeliner. Everyone always comments on my eyeliner, and it's this one. The next one, if you are looking for something a little sexy, is Lara Intimates. I love this brand because they are super small. They're based in London. They have their office split in two, which is amazing. They have their admin on one side and then the kind of like production factory on the other side, where they, and when I say that I mean it's like a small room where they produce all of their intimate items. And I really like them because they use fashion offcuts, so it is a genuine zero waste company. They try to use as much waste as possible, and everything they do create is from waste. Again, it's a little bit pricey, but if you buy it just as a one-time thing for a kind of really special gift, it can be, I mean, they're built to last, and I really, really love them. Anyway, yeah, so I really love them, and I will link them below again, obviously, but they are a really great intimate company for kind of like not basic underwear, just kind of like a little bit more if you like are feeling yourself or you just want to be a bit fancier, because a lot of sustainable companies are very, very, very basic, but they're a little bit more like, you know, beautiful. The next one, if you're more into kind of yoga and less intense activity, I would suggest Asquith London rather than say Tala, for example. So Asquith London are, again, a really beautiful, wonderful, sustainable, ethical brand, and I really, really, really like them. I have some of their kit that I use predominantly for yoga and really like light activity. So if you have people that are more into light activity and things like that, then I would definitely check out Asquith London for their leggings and their sports bras in particular. The next one is Vivo Barefoot. I love my kind of plant-based sustainable rubber ones for HIIT training and for cross training, and also I actually love just walking around in them. If you don't follow Wild We Roam, they also use Vivo Barefoot to go hiking up mountains, and they really, really love theirs. So I would highly suggest this brand just for any. They also they have a really good vegan range, which is also amazing. I particularly like the green ones that I have, of course, but they do have other options for other kind of activities if you're a big walker or hiker or even climber, I think maybe, but definitely love mine for physical, like CrossFit, HIIT style training. The next one is Birdsong, and this is Birdsong London, a kind of a women's brand based on dressing in protest. They are a wonderful company and they really do give back to their community, and I bought a scrunchie from them that I absolutely love. They also have these really beautiful simple embroidered t-shirts that I really, really love, or you can get some jewelry from them or a really simple tote bag. They offer a few things, so I just wanted to highlight the company as a whole because I think that they're really, really, really impressive. And if you don't follow Aja on Instagram, she is a sustainable fashion influencer, I guess, and she talks about Birdsong a lot, so I will link her down below as well, and you can check out her posts as well to see what she has to say. But I love Birdsong. I think they're a really great and ethical and also radically transparent company that say no to fast fashion, that say no to things like Black Friday, and really care about the people who actually work for them. Number 19, it's more of an idea. So if you haven't heard of the Kindness Store, they're a really great online UK based company, and they do pop up sometimes, but they have loads of like those really lovely things that you can create a kind of hamper out of. So they have amazing sustainable candles and sustainable makeup and lots of like soft furnishings and like little things that you can create this beautiful sustainable hamper for people that are all consumables, and it's kind of like a really lovely spa-y kind of gift that you can give someone. You could go and buy a secondhand gift basket from an antique shop or something and then fill it with some of these Kindness Store things and use some tissue paper that you have from old presents or things you've bought and things like that, and make just a lovely, lovely little hamper. I think that's a great idea, and I personally would love to receive that. Hint, hint. Yeah, so the Kindness Store is really, really great. It's, again, women owned, just one person. She's really lovely and she deserves to be supported, so I just wanted to mention her today. The next one is a reusable razor and soap kit. I love my reusable razor. I've had it for 3 years now and I've kept it in great condition, and it just is the gift that keeps on giving, honestly. If you know someone who does shave and they use plastic razors, or they would really like to upgrade to just like quite a nice one. I think mine cost £28, so reasonably affordable for a Christmas present. And you could also get a soap bar as well, like an unpackaged vegan or like really nice smelling one, and put it in a little tote bag, and not a tote bag, like a little cotton reusable bag, and give that as a present and as some like time and cute little things for the outside and whatever, and make it a really like wholesome, sustainable present. I think that that's quite a nice present personally, and it's a nice little gift thing together, so it's like a few things in a little, because again, it's one of those things that's a little bit more expensive and a little bit more like necessity kind of base that you probably wouldn't buy for yourself. And the last one is a sustainable notebook by Camilla Shane. I don't know if you know her, but she is an incredible influencer on Instagram. She also has a podcast called Green Dreamers, which is a really, really, really great podcast. I think she is just fantastic. I learned so much from her. Anyway, whatever. She comes out with a really great sustainable notebook each year, and it's just perfect perfect timing for like the year ahead. And this one actually this year she's put one of a quote from our podcast in there that I did with her, so I feel really honoured that she included me, because she's just a really incredible activist, and I really respect her and the work that she does. So if you are in need of a notebook, or you think someone else will and they love to kind of create and be really organised and write things down and just prepare, then this notebook would definitely be for them. So I will again put every link down in the description below, but please check out the blog post as well. I'm going to be adding a lot more things onto there that I couldn't fit into this video, and just some extra little ideas and some stocking fillers and things like that if you are going to be buying little presents for people. I really hope that you enjoyed this video, and I hope that you guys check out some of these incredible brands and these incredible, you know, doing something a little bit differently this year and hopefully in the future. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I hope you gained something from this video. So thank you so much, and I will see you guys very soon. Bye.